Welcome back to part 3 of 4.6 of the Go Math series, Division and the Distributive Property. Now, I've written out to the side here the first 10 multiples of 6. What we are doing with this one is just slightly different. The kids seem to really get it and do a good job with it today, but it's a different way that we would normally talk about it. So here's what we do. You're going to take those multiples of 6 and you're going to find 2 of them that when I add them up, they're going to get 78. What I started telling the kids today to try to do is look at the multiples that end with a 0 or are little, and you can add a 0 to, and then add another number to it. So if I look at each of my multiples, I can see that 60 is a great number to start with. Well, if I take 78 minus 60, that's 18. Hey, 18 is one of my multiples. So I'm going to write 18 over here. Then all I have to do is take those multiples of 6, divide them by 6, and add up what I get. Well, 60 divided by 6 is a basic fact, and that's 10. And 18 divided by 6 is also a basic fact, and that's 3. So if I add the 2 answers to these division problems, I get 13. Well, you'll remember that that's the same answer that I've been getting each time I've done the other lesson parts. Let's try a different one and see if we can come up with another way to do this. So let me erase all of my work. And we're going to do, let's do 84 divided by 4. And again, I'm going to list all of my multiples of 4 out to the side. Okay, all of my multiples of 4 are listed out to the side, and I went up to 12 this time. I think it'll be easier for us to find an answer if I went up just a little bit higher. Okay, so I'm going to try to find 2 numbers that when I add them up, I get 84. So again, I'm going to look at my numbers that end with zeros, or just add a 0 to the end of these 2 and see if I can get it to work. Now, I see 2 different ways that I can do this, so I'll do both of them. I see that I can take 40 and 44 and add them up, and when I add those up, I get 84. So I know that way works. I also see if I take the 0 away from the 4 and do 80 plus 4, that I will also get 84. So let's try both of them. So I'm going to divide both 40 and 44 by 4. That's a lot of 4s in that problem. Well, 40 divided by 4 is a basic math fact, so that's 10. 44 divided by 4 is also a basic math fact, but it's a fun one because we notice that both of these numbers are 4s divided by 4s, so that means it's an 11. So I'm going to add up these 2, and when I add it up, I get 21. Don't know why that went off a little bit, but 21. Well, let's check this to see if that works as well. So I'm taking 80 divided by 4, and remember I got 80 by adding a 0 to my basic fact of 8. And that's something that the kids can do if the number is high enough that we need to get a 0 in these. So if I take 80 divided by 4, well, I'm going to find my basic math fact of 8 divided by 4. I know that's 2. So I then put my 2 down and add my 0 because there's a 0 here. Then I'm going to take 4 divided by 4, which is 1. When I add those up, I get 21, the same answer. So 84 divided by 4 is 21. I hope you found that this was helpful for you for the distributive property and division. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get a hold of me. Thanks.